So today I want to talk to you about something that is really important if you want to have curly hair that lasts more than one day after you wash it. So I am currently on day 7 curls, and I know it doesn't look perfect, far from it, but considering it's day 7, it's not looking too bad, and I have only refreshed it once in that 7-day period. And a lot of people say to me, how do you get your curls to last so long? And it's down to basically one important thing, and that is overnight curl protection. So today I'm going to show you 4 ways you can protect your curls overnight. I'll tell you what I do and some little adjustments depending on the length of your hair. So let's get started. So one of the first things that I think is really important for anybody with curly hair is to have a special pillowcase. So not your regular cotton or polyester pillowcase, because those normal pillowcases actually are absorbent and they suck the moisture out of your hair and your skin for that matter. And they also cause friction when your hair rubs against it, when you toss and turn, as most of us do. It causes friction and then you're just going to wake up with dry frizzy hair. So this is my pillow, and this is a silk pillowcase, but you can just as well use satin. It doesn't really matter. Silk has some extra benefits for your skin, but obviously it also comes with a price tag. So if satin is what you want to spend or you can afford, that's absolutely fine. The fact that satin and silk are not absorbent means that they don't suck all that precious moisture out of our curls and out of our skin. And also they're slidey, so our curls just kind of slide off them in the night and it doesn't cause friction. And also it's really comfy to sleep on. So I think all curly girls should really have a silk or a satin pillowcase. The next thing that I think is really important for most curlies, apart from maybe the ones with the shortest hair, is to do something called a pineapple. Not the fruit. It's something to do with your hair, and you've probably heard of it before. It's basically a pineapple is a really loose ponytail right on the top of your head. And I'm going to show you how I would do my pineapple for overnight. And I always at least have a pineapple in my hair. I always have my silk or satin pillowcase, and I always have a pineapple. One of the things you can use to do your pineapple is one of these kind of stretchy little hair bands, Invisibobbles, although this is not an Invisibobble, this is an off-brand, but that kind of thing, a spiral hair tie. And to do your ponytail you want to flip your head. And you pull the hair loosely, you don't want to pull your curls out at all, just very loosely gather it. And I like to gather my pineapple right kind of at my hairline. Sometimes call it a unicorn pineapple because it's like my unicorn horn. And I just put that Invisibobble on once. I look like I've got some kind of 80s hairdo. But then I'll sleep on my pillow like this. And the hair's out of my face, and also it's protected. It's all just carefully kept up here, and it's on the smooth pillowcase, and it works an absolute treat. If you have got shorter hair, you might find a half pineapple is better, so you can just take the hair from the top of your head and do your little pineapple here, because maybe the bottom bits are too short. You can do a half pineapple. If your hair is longer, then you can do a bun apple, which is basically a pineapple but a loose bun like this. So the same as your pineapple, but when you put your tie over, just don't pull all your hair through. And obviously if your hair is longer than mine, you're going to have a nice big kind of fanned out bun on the top of your head. So those are some basic pineapples. Another thing you can use to tie your pineapple is this. And this is a puff cuff. So it's looks a bit like the old-fashioned banana clips, but it's not. It's really super strong. They come in a variety of sizes. This is the mini. It's not that mini really, is it? There's one smaller than this, it's called the micro. But they come in huge sizes as well, depending on how thick, how dense your hair is. And this I love to use, especially on wash day, because it is the gentlest. And you, again, just put all your hair forward. And it's dead easy. Just goes around and it clips. And there we go. Just the same as before, but a different way of holding it. And there's just no way this is ever going to get tangled in your hair. It's just very, very gentle, no snagging or pulling. So the third thing that I like to use is on top of my pineapple, something called a buff. And a buff is basically a long stretchy tube of material. Buff is actually the brand name, so it's called multifunctional headwear. Skiers and motorcyclists use them, and you can use them like a scarf, and then they'll pull them up over their face when they're skiing or cycling, whatever, motorbiking. But they are great for protecting curly hair at night. And you can get loads. You don't have to buy a branded buff one. This is not a branded one. This is just a super cheap one off Amazon. And just put it on like this. And then pull it up over your hair for a kind of Marge Simpson kind of look. And if your hair's longer, then it might look a bit more like Marge Simpson because it's going to stand up. And then I find if I pull it down kind of towards my eyebrows and over my ears, then it actually stays on all night, and it really, really protects my curls the best of anything I've tried. This is my favourite. And then obviously, you know, if some of the ends of the curls come out, it doesn't matter too much because you've got your silk or satin pillowcase to keep them protected. So that is my favourite combo. My pillowcase, my puff cuff, and my buff. This is what I tend to use at least for a wash day and the day after. So the first 2 nights after I wash my hair, I use the buff, sometimes the 3rd night. From then on, maybe just my pineapple. So one more way that can be really, really good to protect your curls at night is with a bonnet. Looks a bit like a milkmaid bonnet or something your granny might wear, but I think they're cute and they can come in satin or silk. This is a silk one, this one's from Lily Silk. And again, like the pillowcase, because it's not absorbent, it won't suck any moisture out your hair, and it's nice and slidey on your hair as well. And basically you just want to flip your head over again and pile all your curls inside, and I will show you. And then tuck in any stray curls. I do find this is slightly trickier to do than the buff, and I actually prefer the results of the buff. But if your hair is a little bit shorter, then this is maybe a good option, because sometimes with the buff, people with shorter hair can find that their hair gets a little bit flattened or stretched out. So there we go, looking like a charming milkmaid. But it does the job, especially for shorter haired curlies. If you want to try one and you have long hair, like really long, you can actually get extra large ones with space for all of your luscious locks. So we've looked at 4 ways we can protect our curls at night. First of all, the basics, a satin or silk pillowcase, which I think every curly girl should own. Then a pineapple, which is a loose pineapple or bun on the top of your head using something like an invisibobble, a puff cuff, or a loose hair tie. We have the buff, and we have the sleep cap. So those are 4 ways that really can help extend your wash day results. For me, I tend to get a week out of my wash days with maybe 1 or 2 refresh days in there. And if you want to see how I refresh my hair, then I have a tutorial on my channel and I'll link it right now. So thank you for watching. If you have any other suggestions of good ways that you like to protect your curls, please feel free to leave a comment for me below, and I will see you soon.